show with Mr. Rick and Marco. Now it's time to go. We reached out for help, but no one would reply. So we turned to A. I hope it don't make you cry.
She doesn't use a harness no more. In the 3 weeks I've been there. Luckily, my team's,
And now she has to?
No, she doesn't have to no more.
Oh, okay.
She gets on the bus.
All right, that's good. What a great job.
Yeah, and then today, like I had her behind my desk. And she was just like drawing next to me. I'm just like, oh, she's my secretary.
Yeah.
And then,
wasn't she the one that needed the iPad?
Yeah, she hasn't had an iPad all day.
Okay.
So then, that's my secretary. Then the lady's like, and she was playing with the phone. I'm like, put the phone down. Like, you're probably gonna call 911 on an accident, And then, we're like, oh, she's gonna call her mom. Like, call her mom. So I called her mom. We're like, yeah, she's being a secretary. And I'm sure mom preferred, because mom, when she got the call, she was probably thinking like what happened?
Yeah. Instead of reporting something nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, like she wanted to call you. And mom was kind of like, what? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, hey man, just, I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm walking. I was like, yeah, like we gotta, like Jackie said once, you have to make school fun for them to want to come to school.
Yeah. That's why I try to hold my mic every time I'm in front of the kids.
Yeah, so so mom was kind of like, I'm sure like that made mom happy, because that parent was like, are you okay with it? I was like, yeah, it's fine. I will call your mom. Like, but mom was just like, I gotta pick her up, or
I'm sure.
So I'm just like, that's a win.
Yeah, good. I think it's great for our podcast listeners to look in the background and see some really nice lighting equipment that you have back there, but you're not using it.
Oh yeah, it's not mine.
I know it's not. I
Yeah,
do think it's fun that you have the halo behind you, though.
Oh, dude, I'm a saint.
You are Saint Marco the Third.
Oh yeah, then I talked to a teacher.
Yeah.
He's an APE teacher. And hold on.
He is an APE teacher now?
Yeah. Oh, he has been.
He's not a lesbian? Because almost every APE teacher I've ever met is a lesbian.
No, not this guy. That's a guy too. He's been with the county since like '98 or something.
Oh shit.
But he looks good. And I ran into him in that that meeting that we had for with 30 people.
Oh yeah.
He was there. And then he's like, what are you doing over here? And I just told him what happened. And I was like, apparently I was drinking at work and I was drunk. And he was just like, he came off like you just said that like straight, like usually someone hides. Like,
they beat around the bush a little bit.
That what?
They beat around the bush. It's like, there was something that happened, and I know it's not true, but it was just something that happened, and so they removed me from the class. But you're like, fuck that. They said I was drunk at work.
Yeah. And then he's like, I heard. I mean, he wasn't even on my site. He's been at other sites.
And he heard.
Oh yeah, that word spread, and I'm sure everyone knows. And then I was just like, this is what happened, and he was just like JFK, like what? Because I was like, I didn't get breathalyzed, didn't take my blood, alcohol content, they didn't take urine samples, they didn't take nothing. They just went off this cop's word. And he was like, so yeah, when I heard about it, because he's seen me deal with the high profile parents.
Yeah.
And we've been in meetings with other parents, and he's like, he couldn't believe it. He's like, dude, this guy is fucking cool. He's a nice guy. Like, what? Like, like he's been around, he's in his thing, and like like parents love him or loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and he was just like, he's like, dude, I couldn't believe it, and he was like, his look on his face was just like what? Like if you're drunk at work, they should have. And I showed him the receipts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here's the screenshots, here's the pictures, here's this, and he was like, dude, he's all, I don't trust no one there. He's all, everyone's shady, and I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not gonna, you know, like, was I drunk that day? No. Did I smell like alcohol? Probably a bit from the night prior. Just like, even he was just like, what? And everyone that asks me, I tell them straightforward. Like, this is what happened.
It's not
This-
worth. It's not worth pretending at this point that it didn't happen. Because I mean, your case is done, right? So at this point, it's like, what happened? If you just said, well, if like, then it would be like, what they would start guessing, like, oh my God, did he hit a student? Did he
I
crash his
had that
car?
one.
Yeah, and then it starts like they start their mind hears leave, and they don't think like this guy was suspected of being drunk. They think that you did something bad to a student. So it's almost better that you just come right out and say it.
Yeah. Because that day I was like, what? I was like, by 10 o'clock, they stated that I wasn't going to be back. And then by 10:50, that's when they took me in.
Yeah, it doesn't math.
Oh yeah, no. Other people knew before the cop did.
Yeah.
Like, how does that? How does the math isn't math in there, and the work isn't working?
Like I told you, he probably showed up like, okay, principal, what do you want me to do? We want you to arrest him. Well, there really is no law that he broke. No. We want you to arrest him. We've already made up our minds. You're coming here to arrest this guy. And he's like, okay, I've been told never challenge a woman. So I guess I'll just arrest this guy.
Yeah, you know what's funny too? I used to go to all the dances on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like winter, fall. And like this other, other woman that's looked up, high up there.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've even seen the head honchos that they're not even there. And I'm like, and I was hoping they would ask me, like, are you gonna go? I was like, why would I go? Like, I've gone to the dances when my students weren't even there.
Yeah.
And there's teachers that have students that go there and they don't even attend the dances.
Oh, I was one of them. I had students that went last year, and I was like, it's Friday. I'm going home. I'm driving my 3 hours.
Yeah, you have a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen these teachers and other people that their students go there, but they don't go to the dances. And they're local, and it's like, I remember like when I went as a teacher for the first time, like, which ones are your students? I was like, they're all in junior high, but I still come and support.
Yeah. Yeah, like at least that prom last year was in the middle of the day. That's when I realized how many of the adult staff want it to all be about them. Do you remember how many people wore, like, how many adults who are supposed to be helping the kids wore like not costumes, but gowns and dressed up? And it's like, this isn't about you. This isn't your prom. This is the kids' prom.
But I always tell my staff, we got to dress up. Like, I would always go in a suit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, it's prom, like, gotta set the example, which I'm the worst example by far.
You're a better person than me, though. If you're telling everybody to wear a suit, I'd be like, I'm wearing my shorts and my shirt, and I'm showing up at the prom because I want to make sure if someone spills a cake or whatever, it's not on my nice clothes. Someone spills juice. I'm just making sure the kids get to have fun.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I know I had this coworker that was just like persistent, like he wanted to go to the prom. I was like, okay, well, you better have a suit. Like even one of your students, like he would wear, like these shoes, and they would dress up at prom, kind of okay, so you dress up for prom.
Well, last year, I mean, I'm fat, but I was much fatter in my life. Last year, I brought a whole bunch of my really fat clothes, and they didn't. There was two adults in my class that showed up in just a regular like a tank top and shorts, and they went through my button-down shirts and my old pants that were in this bag, and they got them dressed up and made them look nice. That I loved. Like, okay, they're wearing my clothes. They look a lot better. I had a belt in there, so the big pants that were still big on them, they got to use. And I said, I don't want them back. Take them home.
Yeah, I did the same thing like years ago when I was a parent. There was a student, the undesirable one. No one can. He got exiled from his little town, from every market, because he was a kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
And then I had a bet with a friend, and I was like, I'm gonna.
He had sex with dead bodies? A kleptomaniac?
No, not necrophiliac.
Oh.
Kleptomaniac.
Oh, that's someone who steals stuff. I get those confused all the time.
Oh yeah. He's a klepto-necrophiliac.
He steals dead bodies from hospital or from medical schools. He steals the cadavers and has sex with those. He goes to Kaiser and goes down to the morgue and says, "Hey, look, a chicken!" And as soon as they turn their head, he steals bodies and then goes home and has sex with them.
Yeah, so he wasn't a klepto-necrophiliac. He was just a klepto. He would steal girls' Disney movies, like the bootleg ones. Instead of Frozen, it would be Freezer. Just like those movies.
They always have those.
Cornrows.
I go through like the free apps now on my television that like Tubi, and they have all these things that look like instead of Fantastic Four, it will be blue and white like them, and it'll have 4 people on there, and it'll be like the Great Foursome. Like, is this a porn? Like, they're gonna have a foursome? But
yeah, like shit like that. But dude, I would work with him at home. And I was like, I'm gonna take him to prom. And then they doubted me. They're like, no way. I was like, I'm gonna put him in a freaking button-up shirt and a tie. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Dude, this kid, after work, the dances are on Fridays.
Yeah.
On Monday, he showed up with the button-up shirt that I gave him and a tie. Tuesday, same thing. You didn't want to take off the tie.
He valued it so much.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, it's been done, and he's been doing it on his own.
Oh shit!
And it's just like, you never know. Like with certain students, like you could be like, I don't know. I just had faith in the boy. I was like. Like if I could stop him from stealing at Walmart,
yeah,
I could get a tie on this little guy.
And look at that difference you made. Honestly, seriously. So even today, you've been at your new school for like 4 weeks, and a girl was addicted to an iPad. You had an intervention for her, much younger than your normal students, like a first grader. So 6 or 7, those are the ones that have been on the iPad since the day they came out of their mom's vagina. And you got her away from the iPad and no harness on the bus.
Yeah. Stupid, right?
Yeah. I mean, but look at that. I mean, I will tell you in 28 years, that's huge, because then you get something shitty from your principal today. At the end of the day, it's like, fuck, why are they fucking picking on me? But you made a difference in this little girl's life. This is the most serious I ever want to be, but you made a difference.
It's not just me. It's my team.
Yeah.
We spread the love.
But I mean, I know you're new, and they've probably been doing this, spreading the love for a long time in this classroom, but it takes like the person who, though you're not their boss, it's like that's the tone you set. And I think the tone I set was way too relaxed and fun in my class, but I don't know, like, I wish people could see around that and still get their job done, and not me having to tell them to get their job done. But I don't think I'd want a serious classroom. That's just not me. So I always set the tone to be funny and and do stupid stuff that probably borderlines inappropriate, but it's the kids that appreciate it, the parents appreciate it, and that's the tone that the teacher sets, whether they're the boss or not. So in a month, you've set a different tone, because before you got there, this girl had plenty of opportunities to get off the iPad.
Yeah, she got the iPad just so they can, like, we don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I let one of my students bring his cell phone every day to class. And it was like, if he has it on his desk and he's doing the assignments I give him, I don't care if it's on his desk. I don't care if he has a video playing, as long as he's doing the work. And it was like, I could have dealt with him in trying to take that phone away from him so he lessens his dependency on it. But it's like, you could be dependent on a lot worse things.
Yeah, and my brain fart.
I don't care. I just really, you brain fart, I really fart.
I fart worse than you, and you know that.
Oh, no. I hold mine in because I've been told, and because I'm autistic, things that are told to me throughout my life, I remember that you don't fart in front of people. My mom pulled me aside when I was like 12, and she's like, "You don't fart in front of people." But in the house, I fucking rip them.
I love crop dusting.
I know you do. You would do it on my desk.
I'm gonna crop dust. I know I have.
Yes.
But like I had that meeting with that parent. I was like, I tried to do transitions slowly.
Yeah.
You know, but like this transition has gone rapidly. It went from 15 minutes without the iPad, 30, and then just what she wouldn't see, I was like, put the timer. It was like, all right, 4 hours, 4 hours. Like, all right, here's the iPad. But now it's like, no iPad. You know, she's a little unicorn secretary. It just draws next to my desk and just makes a mess, and leaves her shoes under my desk, and I'm just like, hey, as long as she's happy and she's not on the iPad, because those things it can be bad.
They're addicting. I think there's some studies out there that show how much more addicting screen time is than like heroin. And I don't know, like you'd have to find somebody who's done both. I've never done both. I've only just been addicted to my devices. I've never been addicted to heroin. I've never tried it. But I've known that I should. That's what I've been told. Like, hey, have you ever tried a little bit of heroin? And I was like, no, I haven't. You would love it. And I just didn't take that advice, and I never have, and I guess I should. Hey, if it works for Jordan Belfort, then it should work for Rick Lust.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a good educational movie.
It was very educational, yes.
I think if when I went to work, drunk and intoxicated, which I wasn't, even the APE coach is like, you weren't being like drastic and irrational. I was like, no. It's like, dude, I was like, I didn't, I wasn't tripping, I wasn't falling, I wasn't slumping over like, oh, guys, get to the bathroom, kids, get to the bathroom. I was like, no, I was being myself. And then he just got, like, I didn't get breathalyzed. Like, that's that one time in my life where usually when people get pulled over, we're bringing out the breathalyzer. Shit.
They're like $8 on Amazon. So every police officer should have one.
Yeah, but there's that, like, for the first time in my life, I should have asked for the breathalyzer, like, bring me the breathalyzer. Bring me the breathalyzer. Like, everyone's always scared of the breathalyzer when it comes to the DUI, which I've had from experience. Yeah. I'm open about it. But it's just like, on that moment, I should have been like, breathalyze me. Here, breathalyze me and take my blood so I can go back to work. Let's call it a day.
Take your belt off and wrap it around your arm so you get a vein.
Yeah. I know, right?
Just take it. Take the blood.
I'm like, okay, guys. Like, I don't want to do this the hard way. But, yeah, it can give me no choice.
Oh, tie it tight.
She's like, all right. We're doing it. Oh.
Hey, going back to your educational movie, Wolf of Wall Street is I don't want to say it's underrated, but when people talk about Wolf of Wall Street, or when they talk about great movies over the last, I don't know, 10 years, whenever that came out, it may have been longer than 10 years ago, I can watch that 100 times. If it's on TV, I stop on it and I watch a little bit of it. But the one educational piece of that you can take into teaching is when he says, sell me this pen. And he goes around to all these salesmen, and they're like, this pen's nice. It does the best writing. He gets to the one pot salesman. He's like, write your fucking name down on the paper. I don't have a pen. Well, here's one. $100.
John Bernal?
Berthnall.
Berthnall, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's the Punisher in Marvel. He's awesome. But the fact that like a kid in your classroom, do your work and I'll give you this phone. You want a phone? Yeah. Okay, do your work. You want the phone? Do your work. Show me you can. I'm selling you your phone. The price is doing your work. You want the iPad for an appropriate amount of time? Do your work. Or how about I've been working on this one skill set. Like, can you put your plate in the sink without breaking it? Because some of our kids could not do that. But let's just say it's you like your iPad, you get 5 minutes of it, but the cost of getting those 5 minutes on the iPad is going to be you being able to put your plate in the sink without breaking it.
This is Rick Mobile Store. All right, I'm selling iPads, but the currency is your work.
Your currency is your IEP goal.
Yeah.
I don't take any money. I don't take debit cards. I take progress on goals. That's all I take.
I don't take a 6-pack of beer. I just take IEP goals.
Yeah, that would be so funny. It would be funny to have a frickin' student store for our kids that were adults, and it'd be like, okay, what do you get? Well, Dennis, you're 21, so you get either a little spinning top because you spent your student store money, or you get a hard seltzer. Okay, and all of a sudden he meets every goal for the first time in his life.
God, no, imagine. Freaking all his APE goals.
Yeah.
All right, walk in a straight line.
Yeah, sure. He's all happy and like super like he's doing backflips and stuff. I get my hard seltzer. Look at me. Yeah.
Give me 2 pieces of pen.
I don't want a Funko Pop. I don't want a coloring book. I'm freaking 22 years old, bitch.
I don't want a hard seltzer.
I don't want fucking Santa to come visit me in the classroom. I want a hard seltzer.
Trulies, please. Like, damn, he already knows his brands. He can read? What?
He's been fooling us this whole time. I used to tell
from shapes and colors to fucking reading.
I don't know why I think that any like really smart person has a British accent, but my ongoing joke is when you have kids that are like really low functioning, and it's like they're fooling us. You know, they get home and they're like, mother, we fooled him again. Did I get my social security check, mother? They really think I can't walk, talk, and I drool all day. But I know the truth, mother.
Dude. So, oh yeah, but I heard today, a student next door, they allowed him to have a recording device in his backpack.
Who allowed them? Okay. Somebody has given them permission to send a recording device in their backpack.
I thought that was illegal.
It is illegal. It clearly states in the law that even at a meeting, you cannot videotape. You can't record voice unless you have 24-hour permission from the district to record it. You cannot put a hidden camera or audio recording device in your backpack. And you know what? During this podcast and edit, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the ed code or some law that states that for a fact, and I'm going to put it up on the screen.
Here, and you're putting it up on the screen right now.
Right now. No, now. Now. Let's just stretch it out. I'll just stretch it out for the longest bit. There's the law. Look at, there's the law right there. There's the law right there.
Yeah.
Because they can't have it. And if somebody's letting them because they want to make the parent feel good or want the parent to stop complaining, then you're not doing your job. Your job is to make sure the kids get what they need, and then your job is to do what you can for your staff. It is not to make parents happy.
That's my job.
And if you do your job right, the parents will be happy.
And if you do your job right, parents won't want to have a recording device.
No, but the fact that they do, even
but there are parents.
I've been around a lot of shitty classrooms. Like, teachers are shitty, the paras are shitty, they're old, they sit in chairs all day, they complain about everything and anything, that they work so hard and they don't do shit. I would have loved to have had a recording device in there. But in California, you can't. Now, in Louisiana just approved a law this school year. It started this school year. Every self-contained special education class has a video recording device in the classroom for administration to see. But not in California. The union in California is way too strong. The CTA, the California Teachers Association, would never allow that. And that the teacher whose classroom.
But they allow. So in Louisiana, they allow.
It just became state law this school year. They allow
state law,
and not for the parent. The parent can't bring it in. The state law is the school must install a video camera in each self-contained special education classroom.
And in California, they allow guns.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they allow them. I think sometimes in some schools they might turn the other way. But shit, look at the high school that we went to. I've been in a lot of high schools too in my life. I've never been one where you have to walk through a metal detector every day you go to school. But in Victorville, you have to.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, because the gangs in Victorville, they never die. They just multiply. Colors.
Woo.
Wu-Tang?
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
I could say that wider than anybody else. The Wu-Tang Clan.
This is the theme song for the Lust2Learn show. With Mr. Rick and Marco, now it's time to go. We reached out for help, but no one would reply. So we turned to AI, hope it don't make you cry. We can't sing or rap, it's painfully clear. But listen up, folks, and lend us your ear. Turn up the volume and watch us on the app. Hope what we say don't make you need a nap. This is our theme song, though it ain't so great. At least we tried, man. That's our fate. We emailed around, but got no reply. I wrote these words, hope they don't make you sigh. Rick and Marco try, but they just can't flow. So this funny little song is all we can show. We can't sing or rap, it's painfully clear. But listen up, folks.